Hey guys, UnLocke'd here, and I discovered something today, and as you can see on the screen right now, we actually have the CEO at Crytek is kind of having some issues, and I'm having issues as well as a gamer. Pretty much this is an article, it will be linked down in the description. I actually also posted it on my Facebook, but he's pretty much being a dick. Not gonna lie, I mean, he didn't want to pay his people. He downsized, cut out a lot of the stuff. The entire UK facility was shut down. A lot of the US facility was also shut down. I mean, it actually states that, where is it? Right here. That the lead designer of the CryEngine actually left the company, along with the guy who was directing Homefront, the new game. We also have the producer of Rise Son of Rome, and then we also have the head of Crytek USA actually left the company because they weren't getting paid. That being said, what does this say for companies that are, in a sense, they start out as nothing and become something? I mean, I remember when Crytek came out. I remember when they launched Far Cry. I remember playing Far Cry for the first time and being like, wow, this is beautiful, this is amazing, some of the best graphics I've ever seen. Now, mind you, Doom 3 came out as well, but that being said, Far Cry was an amazing game, and they've continued to come out with amazing games, Crysis and the CryEngine itself, which they've actually licensed to people to actually use for other games as well. Now, how does this actually reflect on Crytek as a company from what the CEO has actually done? I actually did subscribe to the Steam version of the Crytek Engine 3, or CryEngine 3 I should say. I am now canceling my subscription because I see no point in supporting a company that will not support the developers themselves. Throughout everything that Crytek has actually done, they've helped out a lot in a lot of different ways. But at the same time, they've destroyed everything that gaming wants. I, as a gamer, know that the developers put time, energy, and effort into games, just like I do at work every day. They do the exact same amount of activities as I do, just in different forms. I come home from work, I go to sleep, wake up, do it all over again. And they do this sometimes without a weekend. I mean, they literally go to work every day. And that being said, why is it that a company that is as big as Crytek was, I mean, they licensed their game engine to help the US military design stuff in order to show what happens during war, during certain things, simulations, so to speak. I'm dumbfounded and awestruck that something like this would happen, and I don't know what to say. I honestly can't say that I'm going to go buy the next Crysis. I can't say that I'm going to go onto Steam and go buy another Crytek game. I'm not going to go buy their MOBA they're working on. I can't support that. If the higher-ups would rather get paid themselves than pay their employees, it's not worth it to me. Because there's a guy sitting behind a desk programming a game that has a family to feed, that has a mortgage to pay, or rent to pay, a car payment, cell phone bills. I mean, bills themselves are hard to pay for if you're not getting paid. And then being told, like the employees were, they were told to take out loans from a bank. Think about that. Take out a loan at the bank with however much interest that is. Okay, well, how long is it going to be till they get paid? Well, you don't know. So, okay, they take out $10,000. All right? Car payment, rent, power, and the water, the gas, whatever. That's not going to last long if you have a family. That's not even going to last long if you have a wife or a girlfriend or anything. I mean, that's not going to help you. Telling your employees to take out a loan, that's like, I don't even know what to say. It's borderline retarded and stupid and uneducated. I mean, yes, this is a rant. Yes, I'm actually quite angry about this because Crytek went from nothing and became something amazing. And now with this, it's become nothing again, in a sense. If companies aren't willing to pay their employees, the companies have lawsuits filed against them. I'm sure something like that's going to happen here in the US, where Crytek is actually held accountable for what they did. I have a feeling it may close the company. There's nothing they can do to defend that. I mean, they are a German company, and I'm pretty sure that there's some Europeans that are going to be sitting there saying, yeah, well, you know, they got closed over in the UK. Well, they're a German company. They got closed over in the UK, and they got closed in America, so we're leaving. That's not going to help the company. Downsizing to what they did doesn't make sense for a company to do from a standpoint of wanting to keep employees. So that being said, I personally can't support Crytek anymore. I personally can't condone the CEO's actions of not paying the employees, of not taking care of his own. Because that's what it is when you're taking away people's pay. It's saying that they're not part of something greater than themselves that they've been creating for years. I mean, for God's sake, the lead designer of the graphical engine and game engine that they created, the guy in charge of the lead design for it, left the company. With all this publicity of them saying that, oh, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine, and then this happening. And then the interview today. And this is actually today. If you actually look at the date stamp, it's August 9th, 2014. This is an atrocity. This is anti-gamer, in a sense, because without having the developers get what they need to actually do their job, they're not providing me with the best game they can. I mean, I can only imagine how many people are out of a job right now. I can only imagine how many people don't have the ability to pay their own bills right now because of this. I mean, if you actually read this article, which is going to be in the description, the guy who interviewed him pretty much says the exact same thing I just said. But all that being said, on a lighter note, I actually got my first newsletter from Boss Key, and it's actually Cliffy B. So if you don't know who that is, look up Cliff Belinsky. He's the genius behind a lot of different games, and I'm actually looking forward to a lot of the stuff that he's doing. And who knows, some of the people that actually left Crytek could actually be shifting over to Boss Key. I do also know that in this article, I'm not saying that actually will happen, by the way. It could happen, but I'm not saying it will. They actually started, a lot of the people from the U.S. branch actually just left and started an indie game studio, Gunfire Games, which I'm going to actually be looking up here. But all that being said, I do believe that I'm not going to be supporting Crytek anymore. Anyway, if you liked the video, please like, subscribe, share it, get it out there. Let people know that Crytek's done something wrong. Later.